Fatcat Show, this is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you.
Say it one more time, say it one more time.
F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fatcat Show, this is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you.
Here we go, here we go. No matter what you say, I'ma spit it how I spit it so you niggas can't forget it. Everybody is a critic. I walk in the dark with my chronicles veridic, with my game up the bar, so your girl'll let me hit it. Damn, man, my show's simply marvelous. You can stop the hating and debating, you can't argue this. Cause if you found something better, you would sip Moretta while wearing an ugly sweater. But my show you listening, so stop the whimpering. This is for the sinners and the born again Christians. Turn to Philippians. Nope, you can miss me then. If you wanna talk, text my number, you can hit me then. Cause you know my show is rocking. Fat Cat, remember that when your girl is shocking. When them headphones are knocking. Fat Cat Show and you don't stop the knocking.
F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fatcat Show, this is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you.
Say it one more time, say it one more time.
F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fatcat Show, this is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you.
Here we go, here we go.
Yo, 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 yo. What's cracking? You rocking with your boy, the sinister minister, the thinking deacon, the rabbi ramen noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites. Y'all know who it is. It's Fat Cat, and I'm down with my dog, Roof. Y'all know who it is. It's T Satellite Bills. What's cracking?
What's happening? What's happening? How you doing this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful summer day?
I'm doing absolutely marvelous. Marvelous. Do the preacher holler on them, huh? Do the preacher holler for me, man. But anyway, man, we want to welcome everybody to the Fat Cat Show. Y'all know who it is. We just introduced ourselves, but we don't need to go further with that. But we want to just thank everybody that chose to rock with us today. We're going to have a real good show today. And as always, we want to send out our birthday shout-outs to those that celebrated birthdays, you know, because it's always good to be in the land of the living. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And also, just like we got life, we got death, and we at the Fat Cat Show want to send our condolences to those that are grieving at this moment. I want to send my special condolences out to a good friend of mine, Joanna Shepard. She lost her brother, who was a real close friend of mine since our teenage years. My guy, Jason Tripp, he just passed this past Tuesday, man. So I'm gonna say to my brother, man, rest in peace. And it's such a tragedy, man, that we're losing people so young, man, and just, you know, it's rough, man. It is. It's very, very rough. But I don't want to turn this to a somber show, you know, because we want to keep a good uptick. But man, what's been going on in your neck of the woods? I know we've been out for a minute, man, because, you know, my responsibilities picked up. So what's been happening with you, man?
Yeah, I got married this weekend.
Dang. Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. I'm bullshitting.
I was trying to sell it, too. I was trying to sell it. You know, so nothing extravagant, huh?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
You want to send any shout-outs out?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to the 504 boys.
Man.
Look at them girls in the Days Duke song.
Hey, let me ask you something, man.
Yes, sir.
Like you notice how, like, in the mornings, you know, that it be cold in the house in the mornings? Like,
no, that's the age, man. Don't you know? Once you get over 40, you just wake up cold. It could be 90-some degrees outside. You'll be like, oh, it's cold in here. That's them old bones, baby.
You know what, though? But most of us, I'm one of them weirdos. My wife, me, and I know a couple of my cousins, man, we still sleep with fans, but I cut mines off now in the earlier part of the day. Like,
Did you grow up in a group home?
well, I gotta be in a group home, dog.
Ain't nobody gonna take your heat away from you, man.
Well, you silly as I don't know what. But man, it's indeed good to be back on the show with my brother, man. But we try as much as we can to get. I can't blame it on you, but it'd be mostly me, being so busy, man, wrapped up. But definitely, man, I want to pick our show volume back up so we can, get this thing rolling like we supposed to. But anyway, man, with nothing else really out there.
I see. During our time off, you grew a beard, huh?
Man, stop. No, I just got more gray. That's it. That's that craziness. Just got more gray, man. It's coming. I'll be 49 this year. So hey, what
will you be?
So I'm getting my wheelchair ready and all that.
Oh man, they say you only as old as you feel.
I know. Sure, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling all these little aches and pains. But anyway, man, let's get into some our first topic for the day, and that's our dude R. Kelly, man. R. Kelly, man. Before we get into the actual headline of what's happening with him, because he got a upcoming trial, I think it's this month. His trial starts this month, I think on the 15th or something of this month. And they've been holding him for quite a bit of a while, though. Ain't about
a few years.
But yeah, about a few years and stuff. I mean, where they do that at? How they do that? What are they haven't even convicted. He can't bail out or nothing. And what I'm really confused and baffled by that, by his sister, how they was able to hold him so long without charging him. You heard anything?
I heard everything.
Oh, okay. But let's get into this this video. I want to show this video, and then we'll get off into because R. Kelly got some new allegations going against him. It seemed like they kind of stockpiling him like they did Bill Cosby. But check this out.
We begin with the bombshells dropped today in New York's case against R. Kelly. For the first time, we're hearing of a John Doe, a young boy R. Kelly is accused of abusing, and a Cook County official bribed. Our Jermont Terry read the court documents front to back live at our Streetside studio tonight. Jermont.
Brad, the feds are laying it all out in these 52 pages. The new accusations accuse bribery of a clerk here in Cook County and describe young boys as R. Kelly victims, too. New federal documents from NYC for the first time accuse R. Kelly of molding young boys. In 2006, court papers show Kelly met a John Doe #1, then asked the boy what he was willing to do to succeed in the music business, and clarified he wanted John Doe #1 to engage in sexual contact with Kelly. The teen introduced Kelly to a male friend. The complaint goes on to say, years later, Kelly started a sexual relationship with John Doe #2. At times, even paid John Doe #2 after sexual encounters with him. The complaint says the boys met Kelly when they were both 17. Prosecutors say they have a witness who will testify Kelly made her download child pornography involving boys. The complaint says they found screen recordings of young males engaging in sex acts. One video is approximately 10 minutes long. Prosecutors say Kelly's cell phone had a video on the device, also indicates the file was created on the device in May 26, 2019.
It was just a...
Hey, I can't even hear no more, man. Go give me your take, man.
Hey, man, I can't. You talking about messing around with little boys? I can't be on your team. I don't care if he was 19.
you know,
that man is a sicko.
Do you give credence a lot of times to media when it comes to high profile cases?
They say they got a video that's 10 minutes Like, what the hell can you do for 10 minutes to somebody? Okay, let's go back. Let's replay the sex act. Okay. How many minutes would you put into a foreplay?
Man, you crazy, dog. Hey, no, but you know what?
10 minutes? Like, what was he doing with that boy for 10 minutes? That's all I want to know.
Grocery?
Ugh. You just made my stomach hurt.
Look, the thing that they get
I
me.
don't know. Think about it. How long can you last?
I want to think about lasting into a boy.
I ain't say with no little boy.
Hey,
Come on.
hey, look.
You sick, huh?
Look. My thing is, now, I know how sometimes media can manipulate, or if they really trying to grab. I'm not going either way with it, but I'm just saying that they say they got evidence of him bribing a witness. So that kind of, I just want it all to come out in the wash. But if it's some sick stuff, but you know the thing about it, you'll still have people, like, even if it comes out he's a pedophile or whatnot, he is a pedophile.
But look, I was 17 years old before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being 17, could another man walk up to me to me, I'm gonna have sex with you for 10 minutes on video? Yeah, I'm still fixated with that. Like, I don't know, maybe it's my age. You know, when you was young, you be like, oh, I'm gonna do it to her for a long time. When you get old, you be like, hey, I got stuff to do. Let's get it over with. I don't think I can even hold a conversation on the phone for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's a.
It'll be real quiet, like ain't nothing else to talk about.
Now let me ask you this. Now, in hindsight of, because we already knew that he had a fetish for young girls. Now, with the young men, does this really change the criteria of him?
Oh, yeah, you get more time. He deserved. I'm talking about if he had a video with somebody that looked a little bit like him, I say give him 50 years.
I'm saying do it raise the bar as far as in your eyes.
It does.
Like it does. Because what? Because now not only is he a pedophile, is it because he might be homosexual? A bit.
How do you feel about it? You know, I'm talking about. We heard about, you know, even when we was young. You see the older guys picking up. You know, the girls that went to our schools. Just imagine an older dude picking up some boys. Would that be acceptable?
Hell no, man.
Raekwon and them getting in the car. Come on, Raekwon, he picked Raekwon up every afternoon.
You know what?
Lunchtime, waiting in front of the school to pick some boy up to have,
and then
sex with him.
Then to be able, because it almost sounds like something out of a movie. You know?
What they had a video with him peeing on a boy? Would that be acceptable?
Hell no. But it's just to me, R. Kelly had so many chances to get it right.
I bet you wouldn't watch that on bootleg, would you?
He had so many chances to
Let me ask you a question.
Yo.
Did you ever watch the sex video?
No.
You never watched it?
Never watched it.
I watched it. No clips or nothing. Because he wasn't crazy. He was eating that girl booty and everything.
Oh.
But that would have been a little boy. I wouldn't have watched that.
Man. So
did you see? I'd have been offended if somebody would have walked up to me to you see that R. Kelly video with that boy? Man, what you doing watching it?
So, but man, but I don't know. How did he get off of that anyway? I don't know. I forgot how he got off of that. Because I know they said the guy looked like him, but I never seen the video. I never watched it. Never even searched it up to watch it.
Never?
Never.
Did you see the Ray J video?
No, I didn't see that either.
You don't watch porn or nothing, do you?
No, I'm not a porn person.
You a good guy, man.
I don't. You know what? I'm not a strip club guy either. I've never been a strip club guy. You know, I never been. The only time I really went and committed to. You want to say something so bad? I really committed to a strip club when I was a bouncer at one.
But you only 5'3". Who was you bouncing? Midgets? You was telling little kids they couldn't come to the bar.
Yeah, I was.
Hold up! You can't come in here, little bro.
I was throwing out creeps like you, peeking through the keyhole. but you know, yeah, that's the only.
Oh, you was a bouncer at the little people a midget bar. I remember.
No, you know what? And I was so surprised that my wife allowed me to do that.
She let you be a bouncer at the midget bar?
But stop at the strip club, you know. But I think it started bothering her when I would come home, and you know, because we had to collect the money from the strippers, you know, and so sometimes glitter would get on our clothes from the strippers. So my wife I used to come home and I used to have glitter on my clothes. And my wife used to be like, oh, hell no. She wasn't really too comfortable with it.
Do you remember, I don't know if you was cheating in the 90s, but in the 90s, girls was wearing the lipstick with the glitter on you.
Yeah.
And, they'll kiss you or something and get you in trouble.
Yep. That glitter. I remember that, but that's crazy though. But like I said, anybody listening right now, if you're online, what do you think about this R. Kelly situation? New accusations that is not only Jane Doe's, but it was John Doe's that R. Kelly was fondling around with. If you got any comments on any of this right now, that number is 646-564-9728, and make sure you press that one if you have any comments. But that's crazy because, like I said, nobody ever doubted R. Kelly is a musical genius. He's a musical genius, but in hindsight, does his personal life take away from his talent to you?
Do you still listen to R. Kelly's music?
No, I don't. You know what? In all honesty, the only real good song of his that I bumped in my car was "Step in the Name of Love."
Oh, you wasn't a player then.
Yeah, hey, tell me, I'm a good guy. Hey,
I was waiting for you to say, "Oh, yes, I was."
You know it, man. Sure, I know I've been changed. I've been changed. Hey, I ain't going there, bro.
I can remember back in the 90s where you would create a mixtape with a whole bunch of songs on it.
Yeah. What's wrong, man?
Nothing.
You just why you stop? Oh, okay. Okay, create a bunch of mixtape with songs on it. Okay, whatever.
And I would have R. Kelly all through that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. But my favorite was "Step in the Name of Love."
But you can't dance, though. Why was that your favorite?
Step in the name of Lord. You don't know what I can do.
I remember when.
There you go. There we go. Don't get exposed now. Come on now. Don't get exposed. But anyway, man, it's enough about this R. Kelly and the boys issue, man. I just, hey, we'll just see what come out in the wash because he do got a trial coming up, and I forgot when that trial is. I think it's remember when you could watch the trials on Court TV. Remember when they used to have that? I hate they took that away. I hate they took that.
All you gotta do is go on YouTube now. What are you talking about?
But a lot of court cases, they not gonna allow no cameras in there for him. That's gonna be a media spectacle. They're not even gonna allow cameras in there. Watch. But anyway, man, I want to go to our next.
Let me ask you something before we go to the next topic.
Oh.
Let me hear your voicemail that you used to use on your phone in the 90s. With the music playing in the back. What did you say?
Yeah, whatever. You know, that you try to have a deep voice.
Yeah. What music would you be playing?
Shoot, it'd be all kinds of little smooth little stuff. I forgot, man. So many songs I used to run through. I used to switch songs up all the time. You asked me something that was way back then. You know, I can't even remember nothing for the next second. Okay. I see your pause and stuff. But anyway, let me go to our next topic, man. Before you rudely interrupted me, man. But anyway, this next topic is, what is your deuce dropping rule for you or your date while at each other's house? What is that rule that you stick back? And somebody can a chick?
What's a deuce dropper?
You know what a deuce? Taking a dump at somebody's crib.
Oh.
So
okay.
my thing is, do you like just say, you just meet a date and you go to her house for the first time and you gotta drop a deuce so heavy, but you can't wait. Do you do it at her crib?
It depends on how bad do you have to go.
You gotta go. I mean, this.
Yeah, you drop it at her crib. What's she gonna do? Tell you, no, don't use my bathroom.
Is that a deal breaker? Say it's the chick did it at your crib. You wanted to really, get into her that night, and she just got to drop a deuce at your crib, but she having one of them ones that's giving her a C-section. So she got to get it up out of her.
Huh? That's a hard one. Because you would have to go. You told me you had it. I wouldn't even want you after you did it. Unless I was drunk.
She should be like, I just jump in the shower.
Yeah, that's the reason to get her out them clothes.
But look, she take a shower, but that bathroom is blue back. I'm talking about it got your whole blew up all. I mean, she just went in there and just decimated the bathroom. You got chocolate stains under the bowl, all that. I'm talking about one of them.
Damn.
Huh?
I say, wow, that's rough.
Would that change the level of your horniness? Would it?
Like I said, it depends on if you're drunk or not.
She be like,
anything goes when you're drunk.
Or just say she got gas.
I guess it's all about how comfortable she feel to be, how comfortable you are with her, and how comfortable she is with you. Somebody got to be real comfortable with you to take a dump at your house.
Right. That's crazy though. So, wait a minute. Okay, somebody sent me something. But anyway, man, I just, I'm real typical of that because, like, just say y'all just trying to. That's not a deal breaker. Like if like y'all trying to fill each other out, and you trying you trying to really fill each other out, and oh man, I had your picture covered up. Hold on. Y'all trying to really fill each other out, but you got this thing. There we go. But you go in there and you blow the bathroom up, and it just like really like, you know, it's really like killer. Like she like,
Man, to tell the truth, I done blew up people's bathroom plenty of times. Like for real. Like, and that messes up the entire mood.
yeah, it do. Oh yeah, dude's dropping a really.
I was in the bathroom for an hour before.
I know, and this is just conversation, but you ever had it while, like just say y'all was in the process, and the person had to get up and go take a deuce, drop a deuce, and then you know what I'm saying, and then you just kill the whole mode.
And that will kill the mood.
Oh yeah, definitely. But what is the rule for y'all listening? What is that? Is that like what is the rules that you set? Like somebody you just met and y'all went on your first date, and the person gotta go to the bathroom. Is that a deal breaker? Is that a turn off for you? Or like, let's say if you was at their house and you had a turd cutting you, and would you do it in their house? What is that deal breaker for you? To me, I was always that one that hey, I got to go home, because that's a deal breaker. Because I know after taking a dump, I don't even want to think about. I'm not even thinking about sex no more after a dump taking. Man, what, you sleepy or something?
Oh, why you say that?
Cause you sit there looking like you dozing off.
Nah.
Okay, but anyway.
No, I'm just thinking about all the times that I just blew somebody's bathroom out.
Oh man, you was a chronic bathroom blower?
Oh yeah. I didn't do it on purpose, but when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You silly, man. But anyway, man, we want to.
I never tried to hold back. Like, let me just keep this inside and hurt my stomach.
But you ever? Let's say this. You ever tried to quick deuce, like, so it won't ruin the mood? Let's say. I'm gonna go in here and hurry up and take a quick deuce, so it don't ruin the mood. Like it was one of them days you was really, really wanting, but just say the food that you ate that night on your date just didn't sit right, and you just had to go, and you were like, and you knew basically if I go take this dump, it's gonna ruin everything. It's gonna spoil everything that I got planned. You ever tried to do the quick deuce and be like, and clean yourself up in the bathroom, kind of like?
Never.
Huh?
I never did that.
Oh man.
I'm just like.
Boy, you silly, man.
Like, where your toilet paper
at? No, you didn't, man. Stop it, dog. Let's get to our main topic of the day, man. You so silly, dude. Anyway, man. Our main topic for today: does the character of your parents determine the mate that you select? Does the character of your parents determine the mate that you select? And basically, what it is like, how they always say that a daughter would choose somebody that's just like her father, or you rarely hear that with men, that we select women like our mothers, unless you're a mama's boy. You know, the mama's boys would do it, but as far as me for men, we don't quite often say that. Hey, I want a woman like my mama.
Did you select a woman that's like your mama?
No, not at all.
Why not?
Not at all. I got my reasons. My mother, my mother, me and my mother. If like
me and my mama,
look, me and my papa would have been like, if I had a woman like my mother, me and that woman would have been divorced. That's honest, because my mother, she confrontational. I couldn't do it. What about you?
Oh hell no! I said, hecky no.
Why not?
I don't know. The same reason you answered the same question. What you ask me for?
No, you tell me. Tell me that.
You tell me. I'm listening.
I already told you.
I'm here for you.
I already told you. You got to give your perspective.
Oh, you ain't tell me nothing. You were so vague with that. You skipped the subject and tried to turn it around on me.
I said because
you like a no good woman that got caught cheating.
I said my mother is confrontational. She, so I wouldn't dare. I said me and the person who, if they was like my mother, we would have been divorced or whatever. Would have been out of relationship. So
how do you think your mother would feel about that if she heard you say that?
Hey, my mother know. What about you? What's happening with you? Why wouldn't you take a woman like your mom? Open up. Hello. I'm waiting.
I don't know. I think that's kind of creepy. If you go get somebody that's like your mama, you might be like a Psycho, the character from Psycho.
Yeah, Norman Bates.
You're a Norman Bates type of cat.
Right.
Men don't say that.
No, we don't. That's what I'm saying. It be the mama's boys that say that, but you still ain't answered the question. You tiptoe.
Oh yeah. Oh, get an answer. You just didn't pay attention.
No, you rope and doping around, man. Come on now. What's going on? Like, but we don't. Hey, Mean Queen, we really don't. Like I said, we really don't talk like that. We really don't. We really don't put ourselves in situations where we say, "Hey, I want to date a woman just like my mama," But that be mostly women that get into the conversations of, "Hey, I can date a man like my dad. My dad treated me such and such and stuff." Man, we don't worry about. We ain't in that emotional state where we be like, "Hey, my mama did me real good when I was little. She treated me, she treated me fair. So I want a woman just like, we don't say that unless we true mama's boys, unless most of us true mama's boys. But often, that, like I said, that's women talk like that talk like that. And like I said, for anybody that's listening right now, that did your parents' character influence your choice in a mate? That's the biggest question. Does that reign true? Do you often try to emulate, your mate, to emulate how your parents did you? So but with me, like as far as my daughter, I always try to show her a way that a man should treat a woman, by treating my wife right, and as far as when she go out, I open the door for my daughter and all that stuff to make sure, she knows how a person should treat her. Man, what are you doing with the camera, man? Yo.
I'm still here, buddy.
You messing the camera up.
Okay.
So what's going on, man?
What you mean? What's going on?
Man, it's too much stuff going on over there, man. You should have stayed where you could have been stable, man. But anybody that's listening, what influenced your decision with a mate? Does the character of your parents, do it really truly determine man, this guy right here, do it really truly determine the type of mate that you select? I'm just wondering right now. Anybody that want to call and comment on that number is 646-564-9728. Press that 1 if you want to comment. Mean Queen. If you're still watching, what is... There we go. Boy, I tell you.
We off network.
I just don't know what to say no more. But what does that determine? Why you won't date a woman like your mom, man?
I don't know. My mama is a nagger. There's no way in the hell. If you was a little bit like my mother, I wouldn't deal with you.
Dang, man. That's terrible. You don't think you need nagging sometimes?
Not like a mama can give you. Hell no.
Oh man. So just say, is there a characteristic of your mother that you don't mind that your significant other can have? Hello. He done froze up again. Look at this, man. I tell you. But anyway, that's the crazy. Does that reign true? Do you often try to find, for women, a mate that is similar to your father, or do you try to find a woman that's similar to your mother, with caring natures and all of that? But mostly what we established here today is more like the men that want the characteristics of their mother is more mother's boys. Maybe you disagree with me. I don't know, but I would sure like to hear your comments out there. That number is 646-564-9728. Press that 1. You're nothing like my dad, but similar to my grandfather. Oh, thank you, honey. I love that. Your grandfather was a good man, and like I said, but do you think that reigns true though? Do you often kind of look for the characteristics of the good characteristics of your parents in your mate? Okay, man. We gonna try this again. Yeah, I just, but you didn't answer my question. Is there some trait of your mother's that you wouldn't mind that your mate could have? Is there a trait?
I don't know. That's almost like a turnoff.
Well, just
you know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds too incestuary or something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not no mama's boy. Period.
But it's often little signs that you don't mind, that you wouldn't mind, but for the most part, I would say, because growing up, it was like I had two mothers, and basically my grandmother was that woman. You know what I'm saying? She was that woman. You froze, man. Poor internet connection for this guy, man. Um, but my grandmother was that woman, and she had some real nice traits to her. Like she was a dedicated mother. She was a dedicated wife. She was real. She loved everybody, and those were the good traits about her. She was a teacher and she was a motivator, and those were the good things. And a lot of the traits I do see in my wife, that I can appreciate real more, because my wife, she's all that. She's a dedicated mother, a dedicated wife. She cares about her household, her kids, and she takes care of business, and my grandmother was she was, they often kind of say the man was the backbone of the family, but my grandmother, man, she was the glue that held things in place. So, and that's how my wife is here, man, because I couldn't walk and chew bubble gum without my wife. So I'm very appreciative of the woman that I got here. I don't know what's going on with your cam today, man. You done moved to a bad area. Um, but yeah, but like I said, I see a lot of the traits that she said. I wouldn't want Jalen to pick a woman like me because I'm a hot mess. you know, and like I said, I think we all got our little bad traits about us.
But do your mother have any traits that you would like in your woman?
Do what?
Do your wife? I mean, do your mother have any traits that you would marry your wife to have?
I can say this: my mother she's a faithful woman, and I point that out. She's a faithful woman. She's when I watched her, like in her marriage before her husband died, she was dedicated to her husband. She's a good mother too. She's a good mother. She has her things about her that I love. But personally, would I want my wife to be like my mother? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Because to say it is kind of, it's like you said, it feels like creepy. It's a creepy scenario, and to, personally, man, this guy's camera. And personally, like I said, my mom, me and her, we can't have a conversation, a deep conversation if we have a disagreement. We have our disagreements, man. If my wife is anything like my mother, we'd be divorced right now. So I couldn't even do that. But I don't know what is going on. Okay. So that's the main thing about that. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. So I don't know, but you still haven't answered the question, babe. Do you look for did you look for them traits often? Or is that important to have? Because I know that for me and for most of us, our parents are the first thing that we grow up seeing and emulating. For those of us who have parents that raised us, that's the first point of contact for us. We learn our mannerisms from our parents and stuff. Of course, we have outside influences, but say how he gonna be the internet guy and he don't have good internet connection? Yeah, his name's Satellite. I wouldn't trust a satellite. No, I ain't gonna put his business out like that. But anyway, it's weird. You answer that. Is that important to you as far as to have some nice trait that your grandfather? Because I know your grandfather just as well as me. He cooked, you know. He took care of things, you know, like that. And like I said, I think if you had any characteristic that was you were more like my grandmother, you know, and that loving, take charge type of woman. But like I said, would you agree that for the most part though, for men, you know, we don't too much look for that mother part of like somebody being like our mothers in relationships. That's more like the mama's boy thing towards, you know, towards. I never said, oh, I'm about to go out and get somebody like my mother or my grandmother. We never, or I don't think you even personally said that I'm gonna go get somebody like, you know, you might have said that I want somebody to love me like my grandfather loved my grandmother. I can see you saying that, but personally, you know, knowing you probably, you know, that probably wasn't something you. Yeah, right, mama's boys. Yeah, the mama's boys. That's like Satellite said. That's kind of like Norman Baitish for people to, you know, for guys to be like, you know, because of course the character on Psycho, you know, he had a thing for his mama that was beyond normal, you know, and some guys might have been like that, you know, the socially awkward type guys that all they can really relate to is their mom, you know. So I don't know. I don't think Satellite coming back. So I'm a hold it down. But anyway, what do anybody else think about that? If you agree, want to give your comment, that number is 646-564-9728. Press that 1 if you want to comment. I think for the most part, a lot of people that had good relationships with their parents and stuff like that, mainly, let's say on the woman's side, definitely. They had good fathers. They always want to have that father figure type woman. As much as, I mean, a man. As much as we might want to deny. Man, I hope you good.
I don't know what's going on with this internet.
But as much as we want to some women want to deny, they do want to have that father figure type of man. You know, a lot of them will say they don't want to, but I think all women like a take charge man, unless you just a domineering type of female.
Let's say grew up without having a man in the household.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of that.
Yeah.
That's why you have so many women that don't know how to treat a man or can't keep a man.
Right. And not concerned like Snoop, learning your man, you know. You know.
Have you ever had a woman and you could tell she didn't grow up with a man in the house?
Oh yeah, yes, definitely. I've seen it so many times, and you know, and that's a lot. That's a lot of, and you know what? And we can't really primarily blame a lot of the ills of things on these women, because for the longest, you know, men, man, have messed up the tree, the family tree. We done messed up we done messed up for the law, our forefathers and all of that. You know, just with me alone.
I just don't get it. You saying we? I didn't do nothing.
I'm just saying. I'm saying when I say that, I just say men as a species, as a that because
so if one group of men do something wrong, it falls back on me.
Let's say you did your part as a man.
Mm-hmm.
How many hearts have you broke before? How many hearts have you broke? How many?
It's a difference between you breaking somebody's heart and them not used to seeing a man love a woman.
Wait a minute. Mean Queen said it was important to me that my husband had a relationship with God and put his family first, wife and kids first. Knew how to provide and protect his family. Lead. That was my grandfather. See, and that's a lot. See, men, we want to admit that, and it was so funny that something was. Sorry for the delay. I'm trying to eat. That's okay, honey. I know. One of the things that what's her name had commented on his show, Hood Howard Stern. He said when they brought up about closure in the relationship. And one of the things that I said is and we deal with that around because we got the penis, the kind of like the penis, kind of like headstrong syndrome. Men, we do, because I said the one thing comment that I made, I said the thing that we got to do, we got to get past the BS when it comes to love, because love is emotion, and with emotion, we have to be emotional. We have to show emotions, which men don't like to admit that we have emotion. And that's and definitely that's what's the breakdown sometimes. Like if you see, I'm not ashamed to say, to let my wife know that, hey, I love you and I need you. Because that's what it is. I do. I love and I need my wife. You know,
but it took for your wife to be able to open up to you also, right?
Yeah, it did.
What if your wife grew up without seeing a man in the household, and she never said, "Oh, I miss you," or "I need you"? You feel unwanted
right.
in the relationship,
and
that's what happens a lot. A lot of guys feel unwanted in the relationship.
And I agree with you, because nowadays in this era now, you will rarely find it. Just think about our kids, man, out here now. Got to try to find, significant others and stuff like that. And then, and not exempting our generation either, because we got a lot of women now, like you said, that are truly messed up in the head right now. Like you said, they're rather instead of being mothers and stuff. Okay, see you, honey, love you. Instead of seeing, trying to like be the mothers and wives that they supposed to be, they rather take trips, dress up dogs, like you said, take trips. You know what I'm saying? Go back to school, get at, to say they got degrees and to say they smarter than you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you dealing with. It's crazy.
No, that's what. See, you married now. That's what we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I won't even put that on your kids because they're still kids. But that's what the men around my age. That's what we are dealing with.
Right.
We dealing with women that wasn't raised by women.
Mm-hmm.
Well, their mamas didn't tell them nothing. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you get them, and they all messed up.
Right.
Like a lot of times, when I'm dealing with a woman, I'm like, you need to go get you some therapy. I can't help you. I'm not qualified to deal with you.
You know what? The one thing that I could say, and I'm not just picking on you individually or something like that, because I played my part early in my life with some of the messed up situations with some of these women. I played my part. So that's why I say men. That's why I group us as men. We all played a part in some of the messed up situations. We done messed some women up out here. Definitely.
Of course.
So that's why I kind of say me, and then some women done messed us up too. You know what I'm saying? And it's all a psychological game. Like, because just think of some of we all like to say, oh, I'm past that. But something that a person done hurt you with led you to now hold on to a certain rule of yours, that you won't fall into no more. Because you always say, think about how many times a woman hurt you and you said to yourself, oh, that's not going to happen to me no more. I'm not about to I ain't going down that road no more.
I think every man starts off being a good man. Everybody starts off being a good guy.
Yeah.
When you come across somebody that changes you.
Yeah.
And then you do say that's not going to happen to me again.
Yeah.
So you become this so-called player, whatever, act like you don't care.
Yeah.
To everybody. And that can last for a long time.
Long reaching. People don't realize the damage that do. And
men really can't do what women can do. See, a woman will go get a guy that she really don't like. Right. He might be a good provider, but emotionally, she don't really like that guy.
Right.
And she be with him for years, pop out a couple of kids for him.
Right.
You know how we are? No way, no sir. Even if a lot of men, if they do have kids with a woman, they'll go about their business. So I'd rather pay child support than deal with you.
You are not. You know what? That's one of the realest things that you ever said. For real. One of the realest things you ever said, because you're right. Women, they program different than we are. They will hold on to a relationship even if they don't love that person. They'll hold on. See, and then they'll play the role. They will play the role with that person. See, us, we can't hold that. We cannot hold that. If we don't want, we'll sit there and be like, I stay with her, a little bit, but I ain't about to have no kids.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You know what this guy said on YouTube? He said, with most divorces, it's the woman that filed for a divorce. A man will stay even if he's not happy. But a woman will get the F on. She'll leave, destroy the whole family, and just leave.
What do you say with that?
I think most of the time, because I did a poll on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I said, who filed for a divorce first, you or him? And I say 98% of the time, it was the woman that said, I filed for a divorce. See, a man, he'd be unhappy and stay.
See, I think maybe now that may hold true. That may hold true. But I think back in the day, I think the woman kept that family together.
90 seconds.
I think because remember it was a great number of fathers that was just leaving the home. I'm about to go get some milk and never come back. You know what I'm saying? So, but now I think it may be the case that the woman be like, hey, because I know a lot of guys I know, they got custody of their kids.
Because I tell you what the women think. They think, well, I got this PhD.
60 seconds.
I'll go get somebody to replace him next week.
Right.
But you guess what happens? They go 20 years, nobody. Period. Right. Instead of you just, because in a relationship, you're going to have your good and bad times. Sometimes y'all might go through a bad time in a relationship.
Right.
You don't get ghosts because y'all going through a bad time, but these women, they think they can replace you. They don't know you'll leave that guy and go find somebody that's 4 times worse than he is.
Right. But anyway, thanks for that comment. But we want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Fatcat Show. Man, I hate that because this was a pretty good topic. Maybe we'll research it later.
10 seconds.
Get into it a little bit more deeper later. But anyway, y'all have a good day. We out of here. Peace.